Previously on When Calls the Heart.
I'm offering you a division of your own.
Well, I'm honored, but I have a job.
Would you consider taking on the railroad as one of your clients?
It's a deal.
Rosemary, you've worked at this cafe before, haven't you? We're gonna need some help here.
I'll take the job.
Hope Valley wants this railroad, but not at any price. I vote against the railroad's current proposal.
You made the right decision.
Half the town agrees with you.
Well, the other half's just afraid to lose the railroad.
And with good reason. Listen, Abigail, I'm your friend. You know that, but
You think I'm making a mistake?
bringing the railroad to Hope Valley benefits everybody in the long run. If Jed and a few farmers have to move, maybe that's the price we pay for progress.
That's the price they pay. You're making profits.
And putting a lot of people to work. What about their homes and their families?
Gentlemen, we all want what's best for Hope Valley.
Well, let's just hope we get it.
Mr. Wyatt, may I have a word?
Of course.
Thank you. I've been thinking about the town meeting, Mr. Wyatt.
Ready to change your mind?
Not exactly.
Well, then I'm not sure there's much to talk about, so if you'll excuse me.
I think we can make a deal if we both compromise a little.
Unless you're willing to sell me the land to the south.
Please just listen. I know that moving the route will cost the railroad more money, but I can help.
And just how do you propose to do that?
I propose to sell you the parcel along the northern route at half price. The land is vacant, so you won't have to pay to relocate anyone. It's a good compromise, Mr. Wyatt, and we both know it.
I'll consider it, and I'll get back to you.
You'll get back to me now. The railroad is good for business here, which is the only reason I'm willing to negotiate. But we can get along just fine without you. My offer expires when I walk out the door.
I don't like to rush big decisions.
Mr. Wyatt, we both know the National Pacific wants to run the main line through Hope Valley because it's the most direct route to the coast. But I'm sure they'll understand why you didn't want to be rushed.
I accept your offer. You drive a hard bargain.
I'd say it's a fair bargain. Good day, Mr. Wyatt.
Just one more thing.
The women of Hope Valley never shy away from a challenge. Abigail Stanton might never have intended to serve as mayor, but she rose to the occasion and made a deal with the National Pacific Railroad to bring us progress and prosperity. With both the railroad and the sawmill hiring workers, new faces are already showing up in town, and in my classroom as well.
All right, everyone, settle down. Timmy, you can play piano at recess. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of new students here today, so you will have to share your books with a partner. Oh, Cody, would you please pass these out? Thank you. Good morning.
They told me this was the school.
And I'm the teacher, Elizabeth Thatcher.
Shane Cantrell. This is my son, Philip.
Nice to meet you, Philip.
He hasn't done much schooling, but he went to class for a few months back in Rockridge.
Well, that's a start.
I'm gone all day at work, and he doesn't have a mother to look after him.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
He knows most of his letters, and he can add and subtract a little.
I'm sure he'll do just fine. And we would be delighted to have you join us, Philip.
You do as teacher says. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Miss
Thatcher.
Thatcher.
Let's find you a place to sit. It's okay. How about right here next to Opal? And she can also be your reading partner.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to know a secret? The first day of school is hard for everyone.
I'll be okay.
I know you will.
As soon as I think I've solved one problem with Wyatt, he tosses me another.
So they don't want to pay any taxes at all?
Zero, and I don't think that's right.
Well, from what I've seen, right and wrong doesn't matter to the railroad when it comes to doing business.
And yet you still work for them.
Not everything is always as it seems.
Nothing with you ever is.
Need salt.
All right, everyone, for your homework, I want you to read the first chapter of Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm.
But there aren't enough books to take home.
And mine's missing a page.
I know. You'll have to take turns with your partners. So decide which one of you will take home the book tonight and who will take it home tomorrow night. Time for recess.
You can take the book home first. I can't read all the words. Miss Thatcher says it's okay to have your mommy help you. I don't have a mom. Then your dad can read it to you. That's not what dads do. Mine does. Come on, Brownie. I'll read to you.
Could you bake up those scones for Bill while I finish these eggs? Rosemary. Bill's waiting.
Yes, sorry. Right away.
And then maybe you can wash some dishes.
With the railroad coming to town, I figured now was the perfect time.
It is the perfect time.
I hope so. I'm a little scared.
Don't be scared. Now, it's what you've always wanted. You're doing the right thing.
Thank you. That means a lot. If it's okay with you, I would rather just keep it our little secret.
You have my word.
Did someone say secret?
Oh, no. We're just chatting, Rosemary. Thanks for these.
Dottie, you have to tell me, are you and Bill officially courting again? No, we're just good friends. Oh, you poor dear. I'm so sorry. Rosemary, please, it was a mutual decision.
Oh, of course it was. So what's the secret?
I will tell you, as long as you promise not to mention it to anyone.
I promise I won't tell a soul. My lips are sealed.
I have decided to open a dress shop.
Dottie, that's a wonderful idea. Hope Valley desperately needs some haute couture. Oh, you must tell me all about it.
Rosemary, dishes, now.
Coming! Now, you were saying?
Philip! Isn't there anyone here to walk you home?
No, but I know the way.
Well, maybe I could walk with you.
You don't have to.
I would like to.
Okay, but first I have to stop at the Mercantile. My dad ordered some things for us.
What a coincidence. I also have to stop at the Mercantile. Do you think we could walk together?
I guess.
Even with all the extra workers, we're falling behind. We need more men.
Don't I know it?
Bad news, Mr. Coulter.
What now?
The ripsaw's lost its treadle again. It's gonna take all day to fix. Plus, that main generator's about to go.
Of course it is.
With all due respect, sir, Mr. Wyatt's expecting this first lumber delivery in 9 days. The only way we can make that is if the men work more hours.
Well, we've been working 3 hours overtime as it is. I'm grateful for the work, don't get me wrong.
I know you are. I know you are. But Murphy's right. If this railroad contract goes away, we're gonna lose a lot of jobs with it. I don't see any other way. So, back to work. You two.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Philip, wanna play catch?
Don't you have homework?
Nope.
Miss Thatcher always gives homework.
Well, we had a story to read, but tonight is Anna's turn to take the book home. So can we play?
I don't have a glove.
You can use mine. We'll grab my bat.
Is it okay? Just 10 minutes.
Of course, but then I think I should really walk you home.
That is, as long as it's all right with Miss Abigail.
Go on, have fun. Aren't there enough readers to go around?
No, and the ones we do have are falling apart. With all these new students, I'm gonna need more of everything.
I wish I had an easy answer for you.
Well, there must be some room in the town's budget for more supplies for the school.
Right now, you're gonna have to make do with what you have.
But Abigail, this is important.
I know, and I would give the moon to those children if I could, but there isn't enough to go around right now.
I guess these are just growing pains, huh?
Now, the good news is they do go away.
Eventually.
Just a bit more shape and a bit more train and a lot more décolletage.
A lot more what? Rosemary, where's the kettle? I'd love some tea.
Yes, the kettle. Yes, right there.
Looks like we had a busy afternoon.
Yes, very busy. Really kept us hopping. Clara had offered to stay and help with the dishes, but she'd already worked a full shift, so I told her not to worry. I would take care of the rest.
Thank you, Rosemary. I'm sorry Bill and I haven't been here to pitch in.
No apology needed, no. You both have your hands full, and that's why you hired me, to help in your time of need.
I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna try to find a clean teacup.
And the duck said, quack, quack, quack.
That's not how ducks sound.
Oh, how do they sound?
Quack, quack, quack.
All right, let me try. Quack, quack, quack.
Miss Thatcher, there a problem?
No, no problem at all. Philip had a great first day. You should be very proud.
Then what are you doing here?
I just thought I'd welcome home.
Oh, well, thanks, but he can take care of himself.
I spoke with Mrs. Brayman, and since her daughter is also in my class, she said she could walk Philip home from school from now on. And she offered to keep an eye on him while you're in the sawmill.
If that's what she wants to do. Guess it's a woman's nature to worry. We better go scare up some supper.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering if you and Philip might like to come over to my house for dinner sometime this week. I'm sure you both could use a home-cooked meal.
Well, that's very kind, but we wouldn't want to impose.
No, I like to get to know my students outside the classroom. It helps me understand them better.
Oh, thanks, just the same. Come on now.
Thanks for walking me home, Miss Thatcher.
You're welcome, Philip. Oh. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bill. Just got word from headquarters. Tate boys just broke out of Granville Penitentiary.
Granville, that's up north.
We think they're headed our way.
Criminal gangs are fighting for control of the Northern Territory. It's a lot safer out here for bottom feeders like the Tates.
Why bother with a town small as this?
Curtis and Glenn Tate make their living robbing payrolls.
And don't you have a payroll coming in soon?
Day after tomorrow, by coach from Buxton.
It's gonna need protecting.
Agreed.
Bill and I are gonna ride out and escort it back, just in case.
Any intel on how the Tates operate, we could use some inside information.
No, I think I know where to get it.
Bon appetit.
I asked for pancakes.
Elizabeth, you must expand your palate beyond such simple fare.
I like my palate just the way it is.
Oh, did we wake up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
I'm sorry, I'm worried about the school right now.
Well, maybe I can help.
Not unless you have a barrel of money. We're short on books, we're short on supplies, we're short on everything.
Well, Abigail's the mayor, and she's your friend. Just ask her for what you need.
There's nothing she can do right now.
So your little schoolhouse is short on funds. You need to raise some. Well, that means you need a fundraiser.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, it's a wonderful idea. In fact, I have a thought
we could organize a ball, a grand, glorious gala.
Rosemary.
Men could be in tuxedos, women in ball gowns, waltzing the night away.
Rosemary.
Or we could have a casino night in the saloon with a roulette wheel, card tables, dice games.
Rosemary, this is a fundraiser for children. They don't gamble.
Of course they don't. They could serve the hors d'oeuvres. I know. I could put on a show after dinner, like a supper club.
What do you think about a carnival?
Carnival?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's no supper club. But I think it could be fun.
Thank you.
You must have a raffle. Raffles bring in gobs of money.
That could work, but what would we raffle off?
Well, I have a beautiful hair comb from my Broadway debut in The Hairdresser.
Rosemary, shouldn't you be working?
I am working. I'm helping Elizabeth with her dear little carnival for the school.
A carnival?
Don't worry, it won't cost the town a dime. We'll do everything with volunteers and donations.
I could read people's fortunes. I once played the role of fortune teller in The Fortune Teller. Dreadful play, but I got to keep the costume.
Rosemary, since you can see the future, can you see yourself washing dishes in the kitchen?
I was letting them soak.
They're soaked.
Back to work then.
A carnival wouldn't make the school a fortune, but it could tide us over for a while. What do you think?
Oh, let me know what you need. I'll help in any way I can.
A carnival.
That sounds like so much fun. Brody loves carnivals. Can we have candy apples?
We can have whatever we like. But first, we have a lot to do. We have to paint signs and hand out flyers and make things that we can sell.
Miss Abigail can help me make cupcakes for the bake sale booths.
And I'll help. I love cupcakes. My dad can make the booths. And my mom can sew the beanbags for the beanbag toss.
That's great. We need all the help we can get. I have the sign-up sheets right here. Here you go. Philip, aren't you excited?
My daddy won't be able to come because he has to work at the sawmill. Mine too.
Let me see what I can do about that.
My cell at Granville was right next to Curtis Tate's. I met his brother there, too.
Anything you could tell us that might help?
Curtis did say once that he had a good idea about robbing a stagecoach.
It's good to know he'd put his time in prison to good use.
He said he'd hire a keen-eyed rifleman, put him on a hill, and have him shoot the wagon guards when they got close enough.
Killing in cold blood.
Stupid and bloodthirsty go together.
Tate brothers are cowards. They're not going to make a move till the sniper's done his job.
Sounds like we're going to be riding into an ambush.
It's not an ambush, Jack, if we know it's coming.
And we'll know what's coming.
We?
I'll ride with you.
Don't have to do that, Frank.
Well, a lot of folks are depending on that payroll. I'd like to help out. Unless you don't want the company.
All right. We leave at dawn.
Rosemary, I'd like some jasmine tea, please.
Coming right up.
Oh, what are these?
Sketches. Well, dress designs.
I see.
They're just the ticket to put your new shop on the map.
Well, I haven't even opened it yet.
Never too soon to plan. And every fine dress shop needs a fine designer.
Well, aren't they... Ooh, interesting.
Is that all you're going to say?
They are a little extravagant for Hope Valley, don't you think? So much chiffon and beading and these necklines.
Too daring?
To put it mildly.
Perhaps you're right. Our ladies aren't quite ready for high fashion.
At least not this high, or low, as the case may be.
Thank you for your notes, Dottie. My next attempt will be much more to your liking.
Oh, I didn't ask for another attempt. Your men have been working so hard. They need some rest. They need to spend some time with their families.
I want to say yes, Elizabeth, but I can't.
Lee, it's just one afternoon.
If I miss the delivery schedule and lose the railroad contract, I'm gonna have to lay people off. You want those families to go hungry?
Of course not.
But Wyatt's already taken a risk on me as it is. He could have easily shipped his lumber in from Union City, but he didn't. I can't let him down. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Abigail.
I heard the railroad won't be paying any taxes. Is that true?
Nothing has been decided yet.
Doesn't seem fair for the railroad to be the only business in town not paying its share.
I agree, but it's not quite that simple.
It is for me. I mean, the railroad should pay taxes like the rest of us. That's all there is to it. I can't help thinking that Mr. Gowan would have had enough nerve to stand up to them.
Ned, I recall you being a vocal supporter of the railroad when it was put to a vote. And as for Mr. Gowan, he isn't your mayor anymore. I am.
Well, then why aren't you protecting my interests?
I'm trying to protect everyone's interest, Ned.
Oh, Abigail, thank heavens you're here.
Is there a problem?
I ordered a simple cucumber sandwich, and Rosemary bought me this, with olives and tomato and some kind of inappropriate mustard.
I'll take care of it.
I don't know how on earth I was supposed to eat that.
What on earth?
Miss Rosemary's helping us make cupcakes for the carnival bake sale.
But not plain old boring cupcakes. These ones have marzipan in them, and jelly, and walnuts, and cheese, too.
Boys, why don't you go outside and play for a bit, and I'll help Miss Rosemary clean up in here.
Thanks. Come on, Robert.
Rosemary, what's going on?
Well, I was just helping the boys with their little carnival cupcakes.
And this?
Oh, isn't it a work of art?
Rosemary, this isn't a cucumber sandwich.
There's cucumber in there. Look under the anchovy paste.
Florence doesn't want anchovy paste. She wants what she ordered.
Oh, that is just so... Oh, dear. You're angry with me.
I'm not angry. I understand.
You do? Oh, what a relief. When I started to work here, I was so grateful to have something to do because Lee was busy working. But this isn't me, Abigail. When I hear of Dottie opening up a dress shop,
You don't want to quit because I'm relying on you.
You're my friend. I can't let you down.
You're my friend, too, and I can't let you be unhappy. Clara and I will be fine. I'll put a help wanted sign in the window today.
Are you sure?
Rosemary, I think we both know you were not cut out to do dishes.
Well, the least I can do is fix this sandwich. Oh, my kitchen.
I'm riding out at dawn. Should be back by nightfall.
I don't like that word, should.
I will be back by nightfall.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
We don't even know if the Tate boys are anywhere near Hope Valley. We're just riding along to be on the safe side.
You are just trying to make me feel better.
Is it working? Now let me try something else.
Be safe.
Bill, this just came from headquarters.
News on the Tates?
News on Henry Gowan. The Inspector General just found a bank employee, forensic accountant, who's willing to testify that Gowan embezzled the town's money.
Problem with Sin is that it rarely stays private.
They gave this A.J. Foster fellow immunity to talk. Says he was paid to cover the paper trail.
So when can you arrest Gowan?
It's not that simple. The evidence has to be put before the court, and I can't do anything until the judge signs off on a warrant.
How long does that take?
Depends on the judge.
Weeks, maybe months.
Doesn't seem right, him being able to roam free.
Gowan's slick. This has been coming for a while. It's only a matter of time. Go. Get in.
Well, this is it, the Hope Valley Infirmary.
I'm impressed.
Oh, there's really not much to see yet, slowly but surely.
I think you're doing a great job. And I hear you've been busy.
Busier every week, but nothing I can't handle.
I know I've said this before, but we are lucky to have you. And it looks like you've done a lot with what we gave you.
The railroad's been very generous.
You sound surprised.
You probably know National Pacific doesn't have a very good reputation when it comes to looking out for people.
That is all in the past. I'm here to prove them wrong. Believe it or not, the railroad cares about doing the right thing. For our communities and for mankind.
And womankind?
Well, womankind has always been a particular favorite of mine, but that's a story for another day.
Nurse Carter?
Oh, another patient.
I'll leave you to it.
Yes, right here.
We think it's just a sprain, but thought you'd better take a look.
How did it happen?
He twisted it working on the green chain. Nobody's fault. Just got careless, that's all.
Sawmill's not a good place for carelessness.
Well, everybody's working some pretty long hours these days.
Tired people make mistakes, and mistakes get people hurt. I've seen too many of your men in here lately.
What can I tell you? We got a lot of orders to fill. We're running at full capacity.
You could tell Mr. Coulter his men need a break.
Sorry, ma'am, but I don't tell my boss what to do.
It's okay.
You think you can hit him from here?
Sure. Easy shot.
You miss, you don't get paid.
I don't miss.
Good. We'll be down that gully out of sight. As soon as you fire, we'll take the wagon.
Sure you want them dead?
That a problem?
Not for me.
8 men have been hurt this week alone. Maybe I should speak to Mr. Coulter.
Oh, I've already talked to him. He's under a lot of pressure to deliver Mr. Wyatt's order on time.
And maybe someone should talk to Mr. Wyatt.
Raffle tickets, only 5 cents.
How many have you sold?
2.
Only 2? Well, then I'll take 10.
50 cents for the book of 10.
And I'll take 2 dozen.
How many's that?
24. You know what? You might as well make it an even 30.
Thanks, mister.
Here you go. Keep the change.
That is very generous of you, Mr. Wyatt.
Always happy to support the community.
Speaking of that, I was hoping to talk to you about something important.
Of course.
It's the sawmill. Now, I know you have a signed contract with Mr. Coulter, but the deadline you've given him is, well, it's unreasonable.
Unreasonable?
What Miss Thatcher means to say is that the men at the mill have been working so hard that they're getting hurt. I'm seeing a lot of them at the infirmary. I'm sure you wouldn't want that to happen.
No, of course not.
So if you could just extend the delivery deadline, it would really make a difference. And the workers could get some rest and spend some time with their families.
I appreciate your concern, Miss Thatcher, but I have a business to run. How the men spend their time is not really my concern.
Could you please reconsider? It would mean so much to everyone. There's going to be a carnival to raise money for the school. Wouldn't it be nice if the fathers could come too?
I suppose an extra day won't hurt anything. Will you be at the carnival?
I wouldn't miss it.
Then I'll see you there.
Oh, excuse me. Mr. Cantrell! Mr. Cantrell, I have good news. The delivery deadline has been extended.
Oh, I hadn't heard.
Well, I'm not sure, but I think that means that Mr. Coulter might give you the afternoon off so you could take Philip to the carnival.
I can't afford to take time off.
Oh, it's just a few hours.
Maybe to you, but it's money in my pocket.
Please. Philip only gets one childhood, and you don't get to go back and do it over.
I have to get back to the mill. Excuse me.
Any sign of Frank? I spotted him flanking us a while back. He's done a good job of staying out of sight.
Pasture's not short on courage, I'll give him that.
As long as he doesn't try any heroics, he should be fine.
He's not the one I'm worried about.
Oh, it's only one shot. Maybe he missed. We better clear out of here.
Bill tells me you took down that sharpshooter all by yourself.
It's no big deal.
You're a man of many talents, Pastor. Let me show you my gratitude.
I appreciate it, but I don't need a reward for doing a good deed, thanks.
Going up against a rifle with your bare hands is more than a good deed.
Yeah, I had a pleasant ride with my friends, got a little exercise. I won't take your money for that.
Okay. Don't be surprised if your collection plate is fuller than usual this Sunday. And you're gonna see a nice little bonus in your pay this week.
I have no problem taking your money.
I didn't know Frank rode off with Bill and Jack to guard the stage.
Neither did I.
A sharpshooter isn't talking.
Hired guns usually don't, Jack. I bet I'll have something to say to the judge.
Well, in the meantime, he can enjoy the comforts of his jail cell. Excuse me. I told you I'd be back by nightfall.
Abigail. What's wrong?
You rode out of town on a dangerous job without even telling me. Why?
Wasn't that dangerous?
Ray Wyatt disagrees.
Should I have asked for permission?
Frank, it's not about permission. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just trying to understand you. You say you've put your past behind you, and then out of the blue, you go and chase outlaws.
They needed my help. I don't see the problem.
The problem is, I would like us to be close, to communicate, to be honest.
So now I'm not honest?
I didn't say that.
I guess we're not communicating. Maybe we should give it a rest.
Maybe we should.
How's the sign for the photo booth coming?
Almost done. What do you think so far?
It is a work of art.
Well, in that case, maybe I should charge 10 cents.
Did you buy your raffle ticket yet?
Actually, I bought 20 raffle tickets, and if I win that hair comb, I'm giving it straight to you.
Yoo-hoo!
Maybe we should start locking the door.
Lee has exciting news.
Is it about Mr. Wyatt extending the deadline?
Oh, dear. These walls truly are thin.
Wyatt said that you and Faith Carter convinced him to do it.
Well, Faith did most of the convincing.
And I did some convincing, too. Let's not forget that.
So you're closing down for the afternoon?
Pretty much, yeah. A few of the guys really wanted to keep working, so I'm paying them double time.
That is very generous of you, Lee.
Thank you so much, Lee. The students will be so happy.
What can I say?
Dad, can we get candy apples at the carnival?
You know I have to work.
But the sawmill's closed tomorrow afternoon.
Not for everybody. It gives me a chance to make some extra money. Get us out of this tent sooner.
I don't mind this tent.
You need a real bed. I'm doing what's best, son. You'll understand when you're older.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna be all right without me there, aren't you?
Sure. Carnival's not so much fun anyways.
Oh, so close.
You two make a lovely couple. Care for a photograph?
Cupcakes! Get your first date cupcakes right here! Cupcakes! Cupcakes! Do you have to yell? Don't you want to make some money?
Cody, you could be a little quieter.
Cupcakes for sale. Get them before they're gone.
I'll take a couple.
Oh, see? You don't have to shout. Oh, what are you gonna have?
Lovely. Take a photograph.
Can you tell me my future?
Of course I can. I have a third eye that can see and hear everything.
An eye that hears.
Well, it could hear a lot better if you would settle down and stop your chattering. I see true love in your future.
A tall, dark, handsome man?
No. Hideous. But you will love him, nonetheless.
Because he'll be a good man?
Because he will be rich, and you will be very happy.
But he'll be hideous?
I'm teasing. He'll be very handsome. 10 cents, please.
Thank you. My turn.
Please. I see great success with your dress shop. That is, if you have the wisdom to choose a talented fashion designer to assist you.
I don't suppose you've got your third eye on anyone in particular?
Funny that.
Don't seem to be doing much business.
Maybe you'd like to buy a ticket.
I'd like to buy all your tickets.
Wonderful. You are making a generous contribution to Hope Valley's future.
Shall we?
Oh, I'm just doing the selling. Florence is doing the kissing.
All right, folks, last call for the three-legged race.
Your father had to work?
Yeah.
Oh, Philip, I'm so sorry. Would you like to race? I'm in need of a partner.
Is that allowed?
Of course. Come on.
Okay.
One more team.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Tie you up
Like
here.
this?
There you go. Nice and
Thank
tight.
you, Bill. Oh my goodness, it's been years since I've done this. I can't believe we're doing this.
All right, everybody. Ready, set, go! It's Jack and Robert. No, on the ground, it's Jack and Robert. And it's Elizabeth and Philip who've taken the lead. Abigail and Cody are gaining really fast. It's coming to the wire, too close to call. It's Elizabeth and Philip by a finger.
Daddy, you came!
Figured working a half shift was enough for today. Too late?
It's never too late.
Now, where are those candy apples?
This way.
Did you enjoy yourself, Mr. Wyatt?
More than I expected. I know this isn't a day to discuss business, but I wonder if you've considered our request to waive the railroad's taxes.
Actually, yes. I've done some homework, and I found out that most cities that do business with the railroad offer a small tax reduction, but nothing more. So I'm thinking I'll reduce your taxes by 20%. But you're right, of course. It's not the day to discuss business. Enjoy your afternoon, and you missed a spot.
Mr. Wyatt?
Mr. Gowan?
So how are you getting on with Madam Mayor? Or as you called her, the little lady?
Not well. Hope Valley seems to have quite a few headstrong women.
Well, that's fair to say.
Perhaps we'd find it easier dealing with a more reasonable man.
Perhaps.
Shall we discuss it in my office?
Let's.
Think Floyd will talk?
Doesn't matter. Mounties haven't found us yet.
They will if we can't get enough money to make it across the border.
We'll find another way to get our hands on that payroll.
So, how much money did you raise?
Enough to buy brand new readers for the entire class, and then some.
Then you should be happy.
There's just so much more the classroom still needs. Maps, art supplies, musical instruments. And I can't exactly put on a carnival every time I'm running short of something.
Those are tomorrow's problems. Look at what you did today.
Well, it's not that much of a challenge to oversee a few games and races.
Oh, it was more than that. You gave the town a day of fun. And you brought a father and son together.
Shane and Philip? I'm really glad Shane showed up, but they still have a long way to go.
Help them take the first step. I'd call that a good start. You do so much for this town, Elizabeth. I don't know where Hope Valley would be without you.
Well, if you really feel that way, Constable, then I guess I could stick around for a while.